I'm Lauren Markham and thanks for your company on AFL Riverina TV. Collingullie versus Mangoplah is an age-old rivalry in this region, and on Sunday it'll spill over onto the netball court at Narrandera. The Goannas are chasing a three-peat of A-grade premierships, and Gully are the only team to have beaten them this season. Both sides were at the grand final media call during the week.
We'll now turn to Tracey Shulz-Cole, who's a leading player from Mangoplah, and Jemima and Norbury, who's the A-grade coach and an A-grade player for Collingullie, to come up the front, and you guys can ask some questions about the game on the weekend.
Okay, well, I suppose our club's fairly excited at the moment to having 5 teams in the grand final. So everyone's pretty excited and pretty proud of that achievement. But yeah, I suppose just trying at the same time to keep a bit of a lid on it and be focused on what we've actually got to do on game days. So there's been nothing, like you said, nothing between us all season, and we're probably evenly matched all over the court. I don't think there's a weak link in either team. But yeah, I suppose I would like to think we've got the slight mental advantage, having won the last final, to get into the grand final. So.
I think our consistency, and that's something we've been really trying to focus on throughout the year. We've got a lot of young players and new players into the club. For a lot of players, it's only their first year at RFL, or even myself, it's only my 3rd year in the RFL, so it's a different type of netball. And we've noticed that having to play a full 4 quarters and be consistent throughout the full quarter, like the full 4 quarters and the 15 minutes that you're out there for the quarter, is something that really comes into play. You can't afford to drop off. And I think that game that we played against Mango, where we were able to get the win, was something that we'd been working on at training and talking about, and we came away with that day. We played for the full 15 minutes that we were on there each quarter, and we were consistent in what we did. We didn't fall off the mark. We didn't, back off the pedal. We kept pushing, and I think that's something that we're definitely looking to for the grand final as well, is that just consistency. We've had some new introductions into the team. Ruby Gooden has definitely been a star in my eyes coming into the defensive end. She's very strong. She's a little bit tough to read, I think, as a player. She has the ability to change up her game, and I think that's something that has really paid off for us. She's got a little bit of height as well, but she's also young and really eager to learn. So as a coach, that's been something that's been really great for me. And also in our shooting end, our attacking end, I think this year has been a standout in that it's not often that we lose our centre pass. The girls are really good with, communicating with each other on and off the court. So at training, they get together and nut out what, they've fallen short on the previous week and what they can work on as an attacking end. So I think that communication's been really great, and our attacking end has been quite solid.
Even though some of the girls in the team are young, so for example, Claire Veering, she's our youngest player, but she's actually playing her 3rd grand final this year in A grade for Wagga. That's not counting any other school teams that she's involved with. So I think that definitely most of the team have all had grand final experience. So yeah, I definitely think that experience does help. Yeah, true, they do. They're pretty excited about it all. But that rubs off on everyone else. But yeah, like I said, still trying to keep a lid on it and focus on what we've got to do. So true, and it's a bit of a funny combination because some of the Collingullie team and some of the Mango team swap over and actually play as teammates when we come into town. So it's a bit of an unusual situation where you're playing against each other and then a couple of hours later you're actually playing with each other.
I think we're actually had a little bit of a chat last night at training, and we've decided not to focus on individual players in the Mangoplah team or necessarily focus on their game. We need to, coming off the loss a couple of weeks ago, that was what we were focusing on going into that game, is how we're going to shut them down or how we're going to work against this player, or that kind of stuff. And we've kind of changed our focus going into the grand final and decided that we're going to actually focus on what we can control, and that's our game, how we're going to play, how we're going to attack the ball, our mental state going into the game. I just think that focusing more on what we can control. They've got some great players. and consistently throughout the court. And I've played with and against a lot of those players for quite a few years. So, I think it goes to say that without a doubt we both know each other's play quite well, because we play with each other and we play against each other. So we know what each person's abilities are, their strengths and weaknesses, and it's consistent through both teams. So I just think focusing on our own game is probably going to be the highest priority, because I think that's really what's going to get us a win, when we know their strengths and weaknesses, but the thing is they also know ours. So focusing on our own game's really probably going to be our highest priority.
I suppose, it's a team effort. So no one said there's any one important player. Yeah, we're all out there as a team, and we're trying to play the role that we need to do to win. So.